Not long ago, we saw the fear and greed index sitting at 28%. Everyone was so fearful in the market, saying Bitcoin is going to about $95,000. A lot of influencers out there, particularly in Twitter, were calling for Bitcoin to dump. And some people were already saying, I mean, they are like OGs in the game and they have made a lot of money in this game. And I mean, that we are going to face a terrible bear market. Not knowing that Bitcoin moves with liquidity. And they were thinking maybe last cycle and this cycle is the same now. They didn't understand that institutions are back in the game and they are the ones controlling the market. And when you look at the game that these guys are playing, they are playing the game of accumulation. So if you look at the fear and greed index from last week, last month, and today, you're going to see some sort of like, it's like something is going on somewhere that someone is not saying to you guys, like the truth. Now, if we look at crypto bubbles, you can see that if we let's just stick on the day, on the weekly time frame, you're gonna see that almost everything is doing well, right? Almost everything is doing well, and I always love to stick with the top 100 coins because these are the coins that have the most liquidity, and you can see these coins are doing well. And the reason why these coins are doing well is because the big daddy is doing well, and the small daddy, which is Ethereum, is doing well too. But now I want us to look at some coins that I'm buying personally. These are Avantis Aster, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm currently in Avantis and Aster long, but at the same time I'm shorting Bitcoin. I'm gonna explain to you guys in today's video. And today we have a special guest, and this guest is an amazing person, and I believe his experience in the market is something we can benefit from. He's gonna share with us some stuff, about the current state of the market and what we might be expecting in the future. So, guys, I mean that's it for what we're gonna be discussing today in this show. It's gonna be a lively show. It's gonna be one of those best shows out there. And today is my birthday, so I'm gonna give you guys really cool stuff here. Right now, um, let me bring my guest first before we even dive to the show. Let me just bring my guest first. Um, before we go there, the crypto twins. You are live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Can you feel me? Can you get me?
Yes, I can get you 5 for 5, sir.
I mean,
I see you're doing amazing.
yeah. So, I mean, like you have built a fantastic trading strategy styles. Like your style precedes your reputation. You always want to get the best out of the market, out of every asset you invest in. So looking at Bitcoin, or let's say the crypto market, let's say 2 days ago. Let me say 2 days ago, like last week and this week.
Yeah, last week.
What can you say about that? Like what has been your whole tastes, the whole feelings, everything? Like how have you been going about everything, and what are you perceiving in the future?
So, based on my analytic as a whole about the market, well, I've been seeing Bitcoin, which is the leader of all other alternative coins, to be in a very strong bullish trend, and I've been anticipating BTC going back to about $23,000 so far from where I caught BTC. So I started buying BTC from probably, is it last week? I started holding BTC around 109K as per the price I was opportune to get into the trade, and I've been anticipating looking at the price action coupled with other factors like the sentiment and the structure of the market. So I'm seeing BTC currently to be at a very key support price, which is still a good buy according to my analysis and how I perceive the market. So I'm thinking around 120K should be another good buy for BTC. Then You can, take partials around 121K, then 123K for the final target. So that's just my own personal analytics I've been working on and seen on good areas in which investors or even traders, day traders can get into the market and be able to make some profit out of it.
Wow, that's a really good overview of like how you're seeing the market. But I think the way my lens is currently is different. I always try to put myself in the shoes of the market makers. Like if I'm a business person, if I'm running a business, and my business is to trick people or trick the people I do business with to go the other way while I go the other way. I think at this point in time, I'm gonna be cooling down. I'm gonna be um like if I have to continue pushing price to the upside, I have to first of all cool down so that I'm gonna commit a lot of traders to think I'm gonna push price immediately, continue pushing price immediately, then I dump it.
Exactly.
So now this goes back to what I mentioned. Like when Bitcoin was currently at around $107,000, I said Bitcoin was gonna go to 120K. I've maintained that stand ever since. Like ever since, I've maintained that Bitcoin is gonna go to that price point, and I have not flipped at any point. Now why was I so convinced that Bitcoin was gonna go to 120K? It's because of liquidity. Because of
Yeah.
who are those who are who are the players in the game. If you look at the players in the game are institutions. And if you're playing with institutions, it means that um they are gonna be playing that game with the market makers in the game, that if we like try to like play it with them, we're gonna be caught, like in a deep like in a difficult situation. Now the reason why I'm saying so is because today is Friday, and Friday usually is like weekend, and the market makers, they are not on board. So we are not going to see any real movement in the market from today till Sunday, that when until liquidity is going to come back in the market. So anything that's going to happen in the market will be the wheels, trying to manipulate the market. And this is going to happen with most altcoins out there, not Bitcoin, because the wheels cannot move Bitcoin like before. To move Bitcoin, you need like $1 billion cannot move Bitcoin, like or $2 billion cannot move. You need billions of dollars to flow in the market to be able to move Bitcoin. So that means that like with that now the altcoins that has been moving alongside Bitcoin are going to also pause. So if we are to look at a retracement back until, let's say, Sunday, then we should expect Bitcoin to go to at least 18K. At least 18K. 18K is gonna be okay. Yeah, that's gonna be a psychological zone for Bitcoin to go to, like to retrace to, then hold that zone now before that thesis that you are trying to play, or your analysis, like that's when I think your own analysis might come in. Like, I mean, that's where I think, okay, if they have to push it to like make higher highs, then that's from that $118,000. So that's what I'm looking at in terms of that, like in terms of Bitcoin going up or going down. I don't see Bitcoin going down like to 110,000 so soon. But
Yeah, 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 yeah.
if we reject 120, that's where the liquidity is. What if we reject 120? We stay below it continuously, then we are going to 95K. No doubt. We are going there. So, because 120 now is that psychological level that if say Bitcoin is gonna break and stay above it, then we can see 150K Bitcoin or 135K Bitcoin. So that's my whole analysis about Bitcoin and like and the market. And also, I'm gonna show something here in today's show, which is liquidity. I'm the liquidity is from the USD dominance. Many people ignore USD dominance, and if you are in cryptocurrency, you need to understand that liquidity have to live somewhere before it goes to Bitcoin. And this liquidity
That's
it
right.
comes from stable coins. Now, who are those who invest who are holding stable coins? Most of the holders of stable coins are institutions. They're the ones that are actually holding huge quantity of these stable coins because they want to use it to move to move money around the crypto ecosystem. So if you are able to correlate USDT dominance with any other coin out there apart from Bitcoin, then most of the time your trades are gonna be accurate. I mean, most of the time your trades are gonna be accurate. So if you look at the current state of USDT dominance right now, it's telling us that as much as Bitcoin is looking bullish, it's not out of the danger zone because anytime from now we can still see a Bitcoin bear market until we see structure broken on the weekly time frame, the downside for USD dominance before we can confirm that now we're gonna be in an absolute Bitcoin bull market from where we are currently. Of course, we have been in a bull market,
That's right.
so and this is gonna also impact Ethereum and other coins out there, right? And the reason why I am like so strong, like I'm like why I stand firm with this is because looking at past price action, this has been correlated. Like it has always been like this. USD dominance has been the pivot, has been the key element that moves Bitcoin. Most people don't know that. Liquidity, like how many people are buying Bitcoin from directly from their bank account or from their with their cards? No. How many people are just gonna go to an exchange and buy Bitcoin like that? No. Before they buy Bitcoin, it has to route. Like if an exchange is gonna sell you Bitcoin, it has to be route through USDT. The exchange is gonna buy it for you. So the
That's right.
exchange is actually gonna use the USDT to buy it for you. If you're gonna, so there's no way you onboard straight to BTC without you like, except maybe you're like you're gonna be buying maybe how can I put it? Because if you're swapping, you should swap something to something. So what are you swapping to Bitcoin? You are swapping your US dollars to Bitcoin. But there's no US dollars. I mean, you're like fiat directly to Bitcoin. It must be swapped with something on the blockchain. Like
Yeah.
something must swap it. So you see, USDT is or stablecoin is at the center of it all. So that's my thesis. That's what I'm looking at. And yeah, it was awesome to get what your to get your thought about the market and what you envision in the future. So do you have um like some altcoins that you are looking at? And I mean, like, what altcoins are you looking at currently?
Well, the only coin I've been anticipating throughout from last week to this week has been Chainlink. So I I got into Chainlink when it was, I think, about $21, and I've been anticipating it up to about $25 per Chainlink. So far it has been performing well, but we haven't been getting a lot of liquidity into it, but it has moved from that 21 to about $23, which my initial target was about $25 per chain link. So, but so far, it's the market is not really moving compared to other cryptos like which one were you anticipating? Ethereum and just Bitcoin. And Ethereum, just Bitcoin. Those are the main coins we have been looking at so far. So my target too on BTC, I called BTC about 108,000. So then, so those are just the coins we have been looking way from last week to this week, and so far they were performing very well.
Yeah, I mean, you are looking now at those coins that have liquidity. You know, the other coins that 50-50,
Yeah,
they're like yeah, because you cannot really tell if they're gonna move or not. But the coins you just mentioned, they will move because they are in
for sure.
they are in high demand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, I mean, before you go, is there anything else you want to say? Question? Anything? You get me?
Yeah.
I said before you go, is there anything you want to say? Question or anything you want to say?
No, nothing much for now. Nothing much for now. There was one coin you call out. I was anticipating that coin. Was it a AVNT?
AV,
In your life,
yeah,
in your
AVNT,
life on
Aster.
TikTok, you were talking about AVNT.
Yeah.
So yeah, it performed. So, and I was like wondering how you did that call, because that project, I wonder how you got that project.
It's crypto bubbles.
Okay, on Crypto Bubbles.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also I have some people in my community now that are sharing with me some coins, and yeah, yeah. Okay, the crypto twins. It was awesome having you guys
All
around,
right,
and hopefully we'll get you guys again some other time.
for sure, sir. All right. Thank you so much for having us on your live, and we are so much grateful, and we appreciate the opportunity to share the little we know.
At least someone's gonna benefit from this. If not now,
Yeah, for
someday.
sure.
Okay,
Exactly.
thanks so much, guys.
All right.
Oh boy, wow. Oh yes, that was a fantastic one with the crypto twins. I know you guys have been waiting for the Avantis and other stuff that we have to discuss today. Okay, so where are we now? We are gonna be looking at Bitcoin, and I'm gonna explain to you guys why I'm I'm shorting Bitcoin. Like I'm in a Bitcoin short, and also why I think um Asta and Avantis are gonna be doing well. You know, so I called Bitcoin. I told you guys that Bitcoin was gonna go to at least $120,000 before before we can expect any dump. The reason I mentioned, I've explained to you guys multiple times. It was because of this vector here. This vector wasn't recovered. Not even half of it was recovered. So I was saying to myself, if this vector caused this market to move downward like this, and price never at least recover half of it, then there's no way they can continue to mark price downward without going to attempt this higher. You can see they like this was the previous high. Price went and make higher highs. Now this candle should go, or this current movement should take us to higher highs. If this current movement fails to take us and make or to make higher highs, then we're gonna dump right down to the POC here, which is gonna be around $105,000. And if say from there we're not able to go again and make higher highs, we are gonna drop right down to $102,000 or $100,000. And we can continue marking downward to about $95,000. So that's what I think is gonna happen with Bitcoin. Now, I'm in Aster, and the reason why I'm in Aster is simple. This project currently is one of the most hype project in the crypto space because people like CZ are behind it, right? Now, most of you were thinking maybe this dump here or this movement to the downside is gonna cause Aster to continue going downward. No, this is not that kind of a project that you're gonna see continuous dump like that because this movement here was the movement that took us. This zone was the movement that took us to that high there, right? This huge when it was launched, you see, this was like those who have huge money in it, push it right up to this stage, and retailers bought it, took it up there, and they sold, bring it back here. The guys who are like investors of this project, they are the ones who sold and brought price back here. Those who bought here, some of them sold here, but not everyone. Now, majority of people are looking at this zone or look at this zone as the zone to accumulate or to start buying again because this was half of the move of this move to the upside. That's why I think from now on, Aster is gonna go straight to about $3. And we can see this coin hit $5 in no time. Okay? And I've also realized that Aster moves alongside, no, move after Bitcoin has moved. It's because of timing. When Aster was launched, Bitcoin wasn't like okay. Aster was in high demand, and Bitcoin continued to like move sideways while Aster was bumping, right? And when Bitcoin started doing well, Aster was dumping. Like it was dumping, right? It was dumping. So now that Bitcoin is dumping, Aster is pumping, right? So I'm saying to myself now that okay, if Bitcoin is actually not bullish, USDT dominance is bullish, right? Ethereum is not bullish, Solana is not bullish, then why is Aster bullish? Aster is bullish and BNB also is bullish. So is Aster the reason why BNB is bullish, or is AVNT, that's Avantis Coin, the reason why BNB is also pumping, right? So it's like the BNB smart chain is trying to detach itself from the entire crypto ecosystem, right? So that's what I'm like looking at right now and saying to myself, does it mean that the rest of the week or like from now till Sunday or till Saturday, that's tomorrow, and let's say Saturday morning or afternoon, are we gonna see Aster go and attempt the previous high? Yeah, I think Aster is gonna attempt the previous high. Now, let's drop down to lower time frame and see where we are with this bad boy. And this is now the 4 hours time frame. Okay, if we play the trend game, right? Let's say I draw a trend line here. Okay, what do you see? Break of trend, right? And when break of trend takes place, what usually happens? This is what usually happens. You're gonna see some sort of buy up there, retrace here, then continuation up there. That's the usual playbook. Okay? But now, because of the bullish nature of this coin, we might see it go straight up there, right? Straight up there like this. It might go up there, then come a little bit down here, you know, before we see it go to the upside. But whatever the case is, this movement here from here should take us at least and attempt this high here, this high. This is where this movement is heading to. Okay? This movement like this is taking us there at around 2 point something. And if we break, we are gonna go straight to about $3 for us for Aster or Aster or Aster or Sto. you know. But I just want you guys to understand that this was always gonna be a critical support zone, and any movement to the downside was always gonna end halfway, not like go and take this previous levels here. Now, dropping more to lower time frame, like the 1 hour time frame, I want you to see what I'm seeing here. Price is leaving now, the BETONG moving average, but price is holding here, this zone. If you haven't yet gotten some of this bad boy, let me now tell you when you're gonna buy some Aster. So this is how we're gonna play out, or this is gonna play out if you wanna buy this. Allow price to break completely and target this high here, this liquidity here. Then you're buying the pullback and you take the price to this high here. So yeah, so that's like if you missed getting early, like getting in early, don't buy now. It's okay. Wait, be patient, wait for price to break, and then you buy. Now, when did I buy Aster? I bought Aster based on the alpha trend theory, or I would say strategy. Now, whenever I'm trading or want to buy something on the higher time frame, I want to see the alpha trend first of all print a buy signal. I want to wait. I'm not going to buy, but I'm going to wait until price get back to where that buy signal was created, and I want to see price reject that zone at least 1, 2, or 3 times. In this case, price was dumping, and we saw this huge move to the upside, retracement, and continuation. The alpha trend printed a buy signal. So what I did was I went to the candle that caused the alpha trend to print this buy signal. This was the candle, this one here. I marked it like this. So what I wanted was price to get back here and hold this zone. You can see price went up and price came back here. I bought Aster here when I saw that price held here, like exactly here. I bought this here, and look at where we are currently. I didn't sell here because I knew that if we rejected here and price was still above the 50-day moving average, and price got back there. I mean, I got in at a good price. So seeing it here was not gonna cause me to sell the coin. Okay, so I held, and now this is where we are currently. Okay, so should I sell right now? I would say yeah. Why? Because not like right now. I think I'm gonna sell like before I'm gonna be watching at what Bitcoin is doing. But right now it's like Bitcoin is getting some flavor. So if Bitcoin keeps gaining that flavor, I think Aster might not really do well, you know. So yeah. But this is a critical zone for Aster. That's why you see price rejection there. And if you look at the past, yeah, we have the volume profile, the POC, the value area low, POC, and value area high. So that's what I'm looking at now for Aster. You know, I mean, if you want to buy this bad boy, good and fine, but you have to wait until price get to the zone that I just mentioned to you, or what I like based on what I've been trying to say. Now, going to Avantis, that's AVNT coin, Avantis Crypto. This one is a little bit tricky, right? You see, we have been in a downtrend, down, 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 down. But now, what's going on? Yeah, we flip and stay above the 50-day moving average, and that's what I want us to see. I want us to, like, if you look at this movement, yeah, like this upside movement consolidation and downward movement with this vector candle, this should be the bottom of this move here. I'm looking at this to be okay. This should be the bottom. From here, we are gonna continue to the upside. That's why I think AVNT coin is gonna do well this weekend or from now on. You know. So and if we look at this on the 4 hours time frame, I see clearly the coin was also pumping and then price dump a little bit to this level. If we're not gonna get some sort of like let's say um buy signal, yeah, like buy signal, yeah, on the 4 hours time frame, then maybe we can drop down a little. But what I want to see, yeah, for AVNT is for price to break and close above the 50-day moving average. You know, so I don't know what you guys think about the current state of the market. Comment below, share your thought. You know, do you think Bitcoin, AVNT are gonna do well? Let me know what you think about these coins. Yeah, I feel a little bit tired already because I've been talking here for um 33 minutes. Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the show for today, and hopefully you enjoyed it. Tomorrow, yeah, see you tomorrow. I'm already tired, and I wanna get some rest. You know, take care, guys.